I like to read a newspaper that tends to support the government of the day rather than a particular political party. So it's rather unnerving to read of some of the corruptions that tempt high political leaders. Where is it all going? Even Sunday night dramas on TV feature government ministers who are not averse to having a mistress in town and a wife in the country, and who happily accept backhanders. So when I come to look at today's read, chapter 28 from Proverbs, I realise that this is nothing new. If only our leaders would read and take notice of the good advice and wisdom to be found in its verses. Take Proverbs chapter 28, verse 2. When the country is in chaos, everybody has a plan to fix it. But it takes a leader real understanding to straighten things out. No comment. Or verse 5. Justice makes no sense to the evil-minded. Those who seek God know it inside and out. Or verse 7. Practice God's law. Get a reputation for wisdom. Or verse 12. When good people are promoted, everything is great. But when the bad are in charge, watch out. Justice, integrity, respect for God's law, all these are key attributes for any good leader. Failure to exercise these things leads eventually and inevitably to downfall. But these verses aren't just comments on the most senior leaders. These things are true at all levels of leadership. If you or I have any such role, then we too need to watch out. And good leaders need the support of those they lead. Ignoring their leadership until they adopt our own ideas, that's verse 2 again, will never work. One final piece of leadership advice from verses 16. Among leaders who lack insight, abuse abounds. But for one who hates corruption, the future is bright. It's all too easy to sit back and criticise. I certainly am pretty good at doing just that. And then I remember Jesus' teaching about being fair when judging others. Take Matthew chapter 7. Why do you look at the speck of sawdust in your brother's eye and pay no attention to the plank in your own eye? How can you say to your brother, let me take the speck out of your eye, but all the time there's a plank in your own eye? You hypocrite! First take the plank out of your own eye, and then you will see clearly to take the speck from your brother's eye. Let's continue to trust in God and heed the wisdom to be found throughout the Bible, and especially in this book of Proverbs.